Sometimes Hollywood celebrities make the perfect pairing, and two celebrities will get married and live a long, happy life together. But other times, some people date that you would never expect to get paired up, and those are the couples we're going to be talking about in today's video. I'm Mackenzie, and let's get into the top 10 weirdest celebrity couples in Hollywood. But first, make sure to subscribe if you're new here. In at number 10, Ashley Olsen and Lance Armstrong. This is one I can hardly believe, but apparently in 2007, this pair dated for a brief time. After Armstrong split from designer Tory Burch, and before he got with Sheryl Crow, Olsen and Armstrong were seen out in New York together. Apparently they were seen making out at tons of places in the city. But this fling did not last long, and according to a tell-all about Armstrong, he was urged to end things because of their 17-year age difference. In at number 9, Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde. This couple has been hot and heavy ever since it was revealed that they were dating. The pair got together on the heels of Wilde's split from her longtime partner, Jason Sudeikis, whom she shares 2 kids with. On January 4th, 2021, the pair were seen holding hands at a wedding, and the internet imploded. Harry Styles is arguably the most eligible bachelor at the moment, and Wilde is 10 years his senior with 2 kids, making it kind of a strange matchup. The relationship started after Harry was cast in Olivia's latest movie called Don't Worry Darling, which Wilde is directing. There are rumors the entire thing might just be a publicity stunt for the new movie, but I guess time will tell. In at number 8, Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton. Before Angelina was married to Brad Pitt, she was briefly married to Billy Bob Thornton. This relationship was just as crazy as it sounds, and the pair were known for their insane public stunts. One of the most famous was when they both wore vials of each other's blood as necklaces on a red carpet, along with sharing tons of intimate details of their relationship. Even though Angelina is now known to be suave and sophisticated, back then she was known as a wild child, and the relationship was pretty on brand for her at the time. And even though the pair were only married for 3 years, they had an amicable split, and are still friends to this day. And at number 7, Sunni Previn and Woody Allen. This one is definitely the most strange and controversial. This pair have a long and complicated history, including the fact that Sunni was the adopted daughter of Mia Farrow, who was in a relationship with Woody Allen when he and Sunni first met. Apparently, when Sunni was 21, Mia Farrow found nude photos of her in Woody's things. He then admitted to having an affair with her, along with strong feelings for her. Eventually, Mia and Woody split up, and Woody Allen and Sunni got married in 1997. The pair have been together ever since and even have 2 children together. But it's definitely very strange. And at number 6, Chelsea Handler and 50 Cent. On the surface, these two don't look like they would have much in common, but they actually had a very happy relationship when they were together. The pair started dating after 50 Cent was a guest on Chelsea's show. Apparently they hit it off, and he sent her an outrageous amount of flowers pretty much every day, basically begging her to go out with him. The pair ended up going out for 5 months. Chelsea said about the relationship, quote, "It was fun. It wasn't the most serious relationship." After they split, both parties said they left on good terms. In an interview, 50 Cent said about Chelsea, quote, "Chelsea is confident. I think confidence is the sexiest thing about a person. She's the kind of person that if you're blessed with the opportunity to hang out with her, you'll enjoy it." Very nice he said that. Halfway at number 5, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. The moment these two got together, many felt there was something seriously off about the relationship. Now that the pair are divorced, doubters have even more to say about the strange union. Many theorize that the pair were only brought together because of Scientology, and it was essentially an arranged marriage. This rumor got even worse when it was alleged that Katie had a Scientology chaperone that went on interviews with her to ensure that Katie was never asked about the church. The couple also exhibited strange behavior on red carpets. For their first one, they packed on the PDA, which led many to believe it was all for show. Then after they split up, there was even a clause in their divorce that Katie couldn't publicly date anybody until 5 years after they split. All that and more leads many to believe that there was way more going on behind the scenes than the public knew. And at number 4, Ryan Gosling and Sandra Bullock. This pair dated a long time ago after meeting when they co-starred in the film Murder by Numbers in 2002. One of the many eyebrow-raising things about this relationship was that Sandra Bullock was 16 years older than Gosling. At the time they were together, they never actually revealed it to the public. Gosling revealed it 8 years after they broke up that they had in fact dated. Apparently they dated for close to 2 years, if you can believe it, and it seemed that at the time they were very much in love. And at number 3, Amy Poehler and John Stamos. This might be the most unlikely pairing on this whole list, but hey, the heart wants what it wants. Amy Poehler admitted on the Howard Stern show that after she split from husband Will Arnett, she rebounded with none other than hottie John Stamos. They met while they were working on a project together, and after filming, a handful of the cast would go out and get drinks, including Poehler and Stamos, of course. During the interview, she said, quote, "He did a little bit in a movie that I did, and a bunch of us hung out. And then later on, he's like, let's go get dinner. I remember thinking like, oh like if this is really a date, I think I was wearing a Leslie Knope top. I think I was wearing a shirt from work." However, she did spill some dirty details and revealed that they never actually slept together, so there's that. And at number 2, Janet Jackson and Matthew McConaughey. This one is a bit of a throwback, but still a pretty unlikely pairing. The jury's still out on whether these two actually dated or just had a one-night stand. Apparently they met at the 2002 Grammys, and then the next morning there were reports that he left her house early the next morning carrying his shoes. Since the incident, Janet has somewhat confirmed the story is true, while McConaughey remained the perfect gentleman and didn't confirm or deny that they hooked up. He told the press that they met at the Grammys and they ended up swapping some good music, adding, quote, "She's a sweetheart, but we're not dating, we're just friends." Guess we'll never know, but something for sure went down, or at least I think so. And finally, number 1, Angelina Jolie and The Weeknd. These two were just recently seen out together and everyone is scratching their heads. Angelina and Abel met up while the two of them were in New York. Apparently, Angelina brought her son Pax to lunch with her and Abel because Pax is a big fan. This lunch happened only a week after the couple were first spotted out leaving dinner together. Jolie is 46 and Abel is 31. When asked about the status of their relationship, an insider said, quote, "They are just friends, but who knows, it could be more in the future. He's made no secret of the fact that he has a huge crush on her." And that won't come as a shock to The Weeknd's fans because Abel actually mentioned Angelina in one of his songs. On the song Party Monster, he rapped, quote, "Angelina lips like Angelina." So that's all for the list. Let me know your thoughts below. But before I go, I'm going to shout out comments from my video on people that tried to warn us about Lea Michele. Emily said, "I never got into the show, so I didn't know much about her acting career, but any interview she did always made it pretty clear she was arrogant and convinced she didn't deserve to be treated like a princess. She didn't seem to have respect for any of the people around her." I agree, I never actually watched Glee, but just like from what I saw of her, I definitely got the vibe that she was a major diva. I got major Sharpay Evans vibes, if you know who that is. Lost Rubber Duck said, "Sam Mackenzie totally loves Scream Queens. An amazing, amazing show. I loved it." Then Starship Trooper said, "Set looks nice. Needs a little work on the acoustics, echo effect." I agree. I just moved into this place. I think someone commented below, so just kind of getting it figured out. So bear with me, please. So that's all for the video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new here, and I will catch you guys in the next one.